PennsPeakRadio.com.
I want you to give it up. This is way cool, man. And I'm talking about Pennsylvania, homegrown Pennsylvania band that has done absolutely well. We're talking about Rusted Root and Mike on board here with us. Mike, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I am doing just fine, man. First of all, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. And guys are making your way here to the Peak again tomorrow night. You guys will be here, so everybody's all geared up. What's going on with you guys? What should we be looking forward to?
Well, we're working on a new record, and we started in the studio already, and we're still working out tunes. But the way we like to work them out is at our shows. So we'll get there and do some rehearsals and practices before we go up and get the new material.
Yeah.
All sparkly clean, and then present it to you guys, and hopefully you guys will tell us if it's good or not.
They'll say, if you like it, then buy the CD. These guys, and here we are, Pennsylvania guys, myself included, born and raised right here on this side of the state. But, wow, out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Rusted Root has done incredibly well. Mike, what do you think is the secret to it all, man?
Well, it's all about our live shows, and if you're out there today as a band, you got to really bring it live to really stand out and continue to be thriving. And if you can't do that, then you probably should not quit your day job.
Yeah, I totally hear you. I mean, you guys have done so well. Everything from many hit songs from "Send Me on My Way," "Ecstasy," "Martyr." I mean, you've played all kind of music and arts festivals. Toured with Hot Tuna, Santana. I know you've been with the Allman Brothers as well, and the Dave Matthews Band. That had to be fun. You guys and Dave Matthews. Yeah,
that was a blast.
Lead singer. Well, like you said, with your live shows, it's kind of like, the niche is like a festival atmosphere, I think. I mean, you're just out there, you're jamming, and you're doing it well.
Yeah, and, as a songwriter for the band, I try to, keep putting the band in a direction that's, connected to the past, but also really, trying to push somewhere different in the future. And we're doing that now, and we've done it on the last record, too, on Stereo Rodeo. We were real happy with the success of that. So, we're just, I'm real excited about being where we're at now, and being able to put out a new record every year and a half is a great thing.
I'll tell you what, I remember when it first came on with, like I said, the big hit, too, with "Send Me on My Way," and it all, it all just kind of like snowballed for you guys. And it's, I remember doing bar gigs, as we talked before we went on the air, and just having fun, and I was always like, hey, man, please send me on my way. Please send me on my way, which is kind of like, interestingly enough, which I didn't know this. I'm sure you do, or sometimes maybe not. Sometimes it's like, I had no idea with some people that I've interviewed over 30 years. I was reading earlier this morning, too, NASA engineers actually chose "Send Me on My Way" as wake-up music for the Mars exploration rover opportunity that they were doing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, right? That had to be. Did they let you know that they were doing that? Did you know, or did one of your agents or somebody get in touch with you, or did they contact you directly? I thought that's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we did it, and then somehow we found out and talked to some people and verified that it was actually going on. And
yeah,
it's kind of cool. If there are aliens out there, they might hear our song. And
also, I guess there's got to be a lot of memorable moments for Mike being the front man, even the rest of the band and the whole Rusted Root crew. I mean, anything that sticks out in particular? I mean, anybody that tried picking the lock and getting on your bus, or anything that you can share with us without divulging any names? I always look for the stories, man. 30 years, I look for just some juice. That's all. Just something interesting that is radio worthy that you can say, well, you know what? There is this one thing.
Well, I think one of the funniest things that happened to us, and the most bizarre probably, was we were touring with Robert Plant and Jimmy Page.
Okay.
And we went to England. We played Wembley Stadium there, and the promoter didn't advertise that there was an opener. So when we came on stage, everybody thought it was like Led Zeppelin, and so we went up, and the lights came on us, and everybody was going crazy before the lights went up. But once the lights came up, they completely went silent and sat down. And it took us like half of our set just to get them to like stand back up. It was pretty freaking funny.
That would be, but it went over well. That had to be a memorable moment though there for you guys with being out there with Jimmy Page and Robert Plant on that reunion tour. Holy smokes, how about that?
Oh yeah, it was great. Every night I was out front, just watching them and just studying everything they did. It was great. Yeah, I bet.
You guys, like I said, honestly, in your own right, have done so well. You've stayed so true to your roots, Mike, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania based. I don't know, you guys get back home much? I mean, you still call that home, Mike? You, most of you guys, you still call it home?
Yeah, we got, all of us live here, and I've got my studio here, and we're recording here, and got our families are here, so yeah, definitely home.
That's great. That is absolutely awesome. We talked about a place that I used to play out there in Pittsburgh a long time ago, where I thought I met a couple of women that I thought I might marry, but they were fun for the night. Gotta love Donzi's on the waterfront. I don't even know if it's there. We were talking about that, but that was just a good time. I know you're busy, and I know it was tough getting a hold of you guys here. And like I said, you're getting ready to make the trek here for the show tomorrow. But I wish you a safe trip, and I'll tell you what, continued success. With other interviews that I've heard with you guys, and just every once in a while getting into music news and reading about some PA bands that have done really well. You guys certainly have stayed true to your roots. You're so enormously grounded. And it shows, that you guys just love what you're doing. And I'll tell you what, so do I. And there's a hell of a lot more that also enjoys what you do. So continued success, Mike.
Well, thank you. And thanks to Penn for having us. We love the venue, and we look, so forward to coming out there and having a good time.
Well, it'll definitely be a blast, and I'll tell you what, the show is tomorrow night, guys. Rusted Root. You'll see Mike right up there, front and center, and the rest of the guys that make up Rusted Root as an absolutely enormously popular band with the live shows that are absolutely killer. So, Mike, safe trip again. Thanks so much. For the rest of you, make sure you get your tickets, and we'll stay on top of Mike, and we'll see you when you get here tomorrow.
Sounds good, man. Thanks.
You bet. See you later. What a great guy, man. There you have it. Mike and the crew with Rusted Root.
PennsPeakRadio.com